Okay, I'm going to talk about why it's not your fault that you don't have what you want yet, even after doing all of the things, all the transformational tools, workshops, books, podcasts, what have you. It all has to do with two different parts of your brain. One is called the cerebral cortex, and it's located up here in the front of your forehead. It's called the frontal lobes, also known as executive functioning brain. It comes fully online around your mid-20s or a little bit later in your later 20s. This is part of the brain that does abstract thought and handles creativity. It tracks time, it computes consequences, and does language. This is where we express our feelings. This is where we make meaning and allows us to make plans for the future. Our dreams are created here. It's your executive functions of your life. This part of your brain cares about the quality of your life. This is where we might imagine our desires, our visions, and how great life could be. Also, our free will and choice resides here in our frontal lobes. This is part of your conscious brain, where you make choices about the level of success you want in your business and your life. And that's the executive functioning brain. In contrast, the other brain we're going to talk about is called the critter brain, also known as the reptilian brain. And it's located here at the back of your skull, just above your spinal cord. Now, the critter brain has been fully functioning and online since you were in utero. That's a really, really long time. The critter brain has only one criteria. It's to not die. That's it. It does not care about the quality of your life. Its only job is to not die. So for the critter brain, change is bad. It does not like change because the critter brain is not sure that change is survivable. And since the critter brain doesn't like change, it sees your current situation as if what you're doing right now isn't killing you, then it's better than anything else. It's better to be safe than sorry. Because the critter brain doesn't care about the quality of your life, it just cares that you did not die. So the critter brain's happy if you have debt because you haven't died. It's fine with you continuing to struggle with money. That's all survivable to the critter brain because you're still here. You're still breathing. Most of our beliefs that we have about ourselves are formed by the age of 6, if not much, much earlier. This includes the limiting beliefs we have around money and success. And since these limiting beliefs and patterns haven't killed us yet, the critter brain is fine with continuing to run them over and over and over again. So any beliefs about not being worthy of success, not deserving success, or not being good enough, or notions that you have to work hard to have money or to be successful, and the beliefs that there's never enough money, the critter brain sees these beliefs as survivable. So it's not motivated to change them. The critter brain doesn't want to change for you to have a better experience of life. It resists change. To the critter brain, if you've gotten to this age or this stage of your life, even with these struggles, fears, frustrations, guilt or shame, these are all survivable. So there's no need to change them. To add salt to the wound, your critter brain even searches for more of these same experiences to confirm that you have survived. So it keeps repeating these same experiences of being in debt, hitting the income ceiling, having a lack of joy of your accomplishments, being on the roller coaster of income where you feast and then famine, and having you freeze and not take needed action on a decision. And it's fine with you having to keep working hard so you cannot take a real vacation. It will search out and repeat these experiences over and over and over because the critter brain doesn't care about the quality of your life. It's just looking for that you are still alive. The critter brain has no evidence that those experiences are survivable. The critter brain is not willing to risk giving you a new, better experience of money and success, and even of yourself, because it doesn't know if you can survive it. The critter brain is saying the risk isn't worth it, so it will resist the change. This is one reason you don't have what you want yet and why it's not your fault. Now, your executive functioning brain knows you can survive and thrive with these new experiences of success and money and yourself. It knows change is good and it actually searches it out and wants it. Your executive functioning brain searches out to make better choices and to have more thriving experience of life. It doesn't want to just survive, which is unlike your critter brain, who is happy to just survive. Unfortunately, the critter brain has seniority over your executive functioning brain. So these two parts of your brain battle for their own outcomes. And since the critter brain sees your limiting patterns as needed for survival and it has seniority, this combination causes you to keep repeating those unwanted experiences of debt, income roller coaster, income ceiling, feeling unworthy or needing to work hard for success, or having shame around money over and over. So the critter brain needs to experience that the change you want is survivable. And then you may ask, well, how do we do this? Well, we need to create a new neural pathway connecting the executive functioning brain to the critter brain so that they can communicate. The more pathways we create from the executive brain to the critter brain, the more the critter brain gets of these new experiences are survivable. It's about getting your neurons to fire with these other new neurons. That all helps the critter brain to know these new experiences around money and success are survivable. Once the critter brain knows this, it will start to select those wanted experiences instead of the unwanted ones. It will start to see the experiences of getting out of debt, having abundance, having more freedom and fun with life, and joy and ease with your business, appreciating your success and accomplishments, to really feel worthy and deserving, and creating more without shame or guilt. It will start to see these experiences as survivable, and its resistance will decrease dramatically so that you can actually have your desired change. This is why it's not your fault that you don't have what you want yet after doing all the transformational work and tools and practices. If you want to find out more on how to do this, book a call with me.